All too often, radiators are forgotten and wind up being plain old white or a little flaky and unfinished, which isn't exactly inspiring. But what if we told you that painting radiators is a viable option, and one that, when done well, will add an extra dimension to a room? Choose the right paint for the job. Decide on the look you want and then choose the most suitable paint. You need to opt for a specially formulated radiator paint that will be able to withstand constant temperature changes without damaging the integrity or quality of the paint. Turn off your radiator. For safety and for better painting conditions, you need to switch off your radiator completely and ideally leave it to cool down overnight. If your radiator is still warm, the paint will drip and not adhere to the radiator's surface very well. Prepare the area. You don't need to remove the radiator and you can still paint it while it's attached to the wall. You just need to protect the wall behind it, which you can do with painter's tape, some paper tape behind it, or a cardboard sheet. Prepare and repair the radiator. If you're painting an old radiator with flaking paint, you may have to strip and sand it down. When it comes to stripping your radiator, any paint stripper is fine to use, and the aim is to remove any layers of paint that are currently on your radiator. Be careful when scraping the paint off that you don't damage the original structure of your radiator. Clean your radiator. You'll need to wipe your radiator down completely. If your radiator isn't in too poor of a condition, you could just use a sponge, warm water, and mild detergent to get rid of dust and dirt. Paint the radiator. You can paint your radiator with either a roller or a brush, or you can combine. Brushes are useful for getting into grooves, whereas rollers are useful for painting broad, flat sections. Let it dry. Let the radiator dry in between coats. Because you are using a special radiator paint, it may look patchy after the first one, but don't worry, the paint will build up nicely over 2 or 3 coats.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be weighing my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it.